we will see what is now once you are when you see security and risk management, the first thing that a security professional should look at is how is the security governed? How is the security managed? And is the security gives the organization compliance? Okay, that means as a security professional, as a senior security professional, you are looking at security holistically and how it is governed. Okay. Second is, once it has been governed, then you have to manage the security as per the governance principles. And finally, there might be a lot of compliance requirements, maybe regulatory compliance, internal compliance, which you have to follow. Okay. And this forms the bedrock of security and risk management. And the first thing that we are going to talk about is security governance. Right. Now, can someone tell me what do you mean by security governance? What do you mean by governance? Anyone? What do you mean by governance?
A roadmap to run the function.
A roadmap to run the function. Very nice. Very good.
Identified the need of the stakeholder.
Identify the need of the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in an organization?
Your basically customers, vendors, your employees.
Yeah, very right. Very correct. What else?
Yeah, align the process with the business.
Align the process with the business. Why? Align the security process with the
Security
business?
process, right?
Yeah. Align the security process with the business. That means what? Are you trying to be a roadblock to the business, or are you trying to be an enabler for the business?
For the benefit of the business.
For the benefit of the business. Ultimately, business runs security. Security is not running the business.
Exactly.
Right? So your security processes have to align with the overall business objectives and overall business goals. Now, if you look at security people, they are other way around. Isn't it? You can't do this. You can't do that. I will not open the port. Why? Because security people may not have been trained that probably that function is required for business objective, attain the business objective. And that's why a security governance is a top-down approach to align the security objectives with the business objectives. Okay. You cannot define that this is security governance. Security governance, you can say the principles which the organization follows to keep its business objective while operating in its own business cyber risk or information security risks. Okay. So when an organization is evaluating its risks and is able to guide its business objective along with the security objectives, that is called information security governance. Now, who is responsible for security governance? Who should be responsible?
An IT steering committee.
IT steering committee. See, now it comes to all our organizational knowledge. The top management, not IT. Never say that IT. The moment you say IT is responsible, then you have lost the CISSP vision. The CISSP is trying to build a vision for you. The vision is the top management is responsible. Who is the top management? The board of directors.
Board.
The board is responsible. But this doesn't happen. Organizations don't follow it. Doesn't matter. What CISSP is trying to tell you, what ISC2 is trying to tell you, security has to be driven from the top. The CEO should be responsible. The board of directors should be responsible. In bigger organizations, board of directors, in smaller organizations, you can have CEOs carrying out business governance also and information security governance also. Okay, clear? Clear with what is governance all about?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
At the same time, it might so happen that your organization is governed by a top regulatory body. Banks, very regulated. Do banks regulate themselves? No. Who regulates them? RBI. Paytm is out of business. Paytm has lost its banking license. Why? The regulator says you have not adhered to cyber security, business security, corporate security, investor security, client security principles. I am throwing you out of business. What is this called? This is called third-party governance. At times, when you're evaluating your environment, you will see that you are under a lot of third-party governance. If you are in regulated sectors like bank, wherever there is life-threatening issues, okay, oil and natural gas, uh, transportation sector, you might be governed. Food business, you are governed by FSSAI. But these all governance would be localized, regional. So if you are in US and you are a US federal agency, this is a US federal means US government agency. Who is guiding you? NIST is guiding you. You are under NIST guidance. Regulatory body might be someone else. Regulatory might be the government itself, right? But NIST guides you what you need to do to secure your processes. Okay. So that is called third-party governance. Okay. Okay. Now, how do you carry out third-party governance? You carry out third-party governance. Okay. Generally, what happens in third-party governance is first you do a documentation review. Okay. That means you tell an organization that you are under my compliance or you are under my governance oversight. You have to send me certain documents. Okay. So they send a documentation to you. You go through the document and then you find that fine, they have done what they are required to do. And then you tell them you are authorized to operate. So imagine in the case of RBI versus Paytm, right? RBI would have asked Paytm 10,000 times, please send me this document, please send me this document, please send me this document. And Paytm, like a startup, didn't care about compliance, didn't take RBI seriously. They didn't send anything. 2 years, RBI kept on asking. And once Paytm did not comply, the authorization to operate was taken by cancelling the license of Paytm. Now, did you understand where governance is important? Governance is important because it affects straight away your business objective. Paytm is out of business, boss. They can't run their wallet. Got it? Got the importance of document review and authorization to operate? Clear? So this is the concept of governance. When you look governing, you have to understand the business risks, understand the business environment, what are the compliance requirements, and how you do not jump your governance principles and become out of business. Because if your governance is not proper, this means the Paytm business is a beautiful business. Paytm example is a beautiful case study how not to run an organization, okay, and become out of business, right? So this is called governance, information security governance. Now, in your organizations, you might carry out governance using information security governance committees and other things. What actually ISCT is trying to make you understand that it is the responsibility, it is the baby of the top management.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe our channel.